The sun is said to be the ego. The first house, defined by the Ascendant, is called the house of self. Self, ego. What is ego? For some people, on a spiritual path especially, the ego is bad. It's the obstacle. I don't agree with this negative definition. In a psychological sense, the ego is simply our sense of identity, our sense of self. The symbol for the sun is a dot at the center of a circle. It's a powerful symbol. With this image, we can see the self at the center. Since both the sun and the ascendant are connected to our sense of self, is there some sort of competition between the two? Liz Green says that it's not possible to practice astrology without a philosophy. My philosophy is captured in a basic metaphysical statement. We are spirits in the material world. Our body is the vehicle. Since we are spirits, our natural environment is the spiritual world. When we are in the spiritual world, we have no birth chart, no sun sign, and no ascendant. The material world, it's life as we know it on earth, where we live wearing bodies of flesh, surrounded with the natural world and with human society. I believe that we regularly reincarnate, and with my underlying philosophy and belief, I have imagined a metaphor. I visualize visiting the bottom of the sea, representative of life on earth and the material world. The ascendant, our body, is a submarine. The sun, who we really are at the core, our spirit, is the driver of the submarine. Imagine, you're planning to visit the bottom of the sea to see the beautiful fish. The sea is very deep, you can't go just as you are. There is a lot of pressure deep down, you won't be able to breathe. You need a vessel of some kind, so you embark in a lovely small submarine. When you reach the bottom of the sea, there are already many other submarines traveling about. Some, like you, are there to chase and enjoy the fish, while others are there to study the ocean floor and the underwater rocks. Others are there to test the new submarine technology, while others are there to control the traffic. You know that you are not a submarine. You know that, but to others, you appear as just another submarine. They see the color and the shape of your submarine. They see your driving style. They see that your submarine gets very excited when there are fish, but that you don't care much for rocks. You are not a submarine, but that is what the others see. You may even identify with your submarine personality after some time, and so strongly you may do that you may forget that life exists outside of a submarine, and that you are actually a spirit, and there is a whole world beyond just what you know now. Now, this may sound very like the Cartesian notion of the ghost in the machine, so please don't forget that this is just a metaphor. Our bodies are not machines. Body, mind, and spirit are much more deeply intertwined than that. But hopefully the metaphor is good enough for my point. One day the body dies, and yet we survive. When the submarine dies, our driving style, our incarnated personality disappears as well. And this is how I understand the ascendant and the first house. It is our incarnated personality. And my view is consistent with what we know about houses, by the way. Houses are about the most material expression of energies. Ascendant, descendant, MC, and IC form what astrological tradition calls the cross of matter. So the way the submarine behaves at the bottom of the sea is an expression of the intentions of the driver. The submarine is not just a mask that hides the authentic being within. No, they are, it expresses its intentions. There are various types of submarines. In my own chart, for example, Cancer is rising. It's a sensitive sign. My submarine carries cameras, probes, and antenna. I'm able to sense the environment in a very accurate way. This also makes me somewhat fragile. Please don't shout in my sonar. I'm here to detect subtle vibes. I'm driving this Cancerian type of submarine, and I think it's enough. I think it's enough because there is a whole blog post, but I've given you the first half of it, and I put the link to the written text in the description box down below. Hello, I'm Jean-Marc, I'm a storyteller, I am a writer, I am an astrologer, and if you visit my website to read the blog, you can also visit the homepage and possibly ask me for my services as an astrologer. I would love that. Take care.